Okay, so October 9th of 2023. As you can see, that's a big bowl of broccoli florets. As you can see, that's a sink full of those things, the stalks of them. All that for $14.40. It was $1.44 per bunch, which was a really good deal. So I bought 10 bunches. This is my second batch. I'll show you when I go over there what the first batch looks like after I put it in the dehydrator. But this is my second batch, and right now I have to cut it up. And then what I do is I blanch it in boiling water with a little bit of baking soda in it, because the baking soda just makes it more green. It retains the greenness, right?
The difference is, in Dunkirk, for some reason, the Germans didn't attack the vulnerable troops of the enemy, but here they are.
Now, when you blanch it, I wouldn't bring it to a boil, especially the florets, because when I blanched the first batch, right, I brought it to a boil and then I let it go for 30 seconds or so, but by the time it kind of cooked it too much, right? So I think when to blanch it, I think when the water's boiling, just put it in, move it around, within 30 seconds, take it out. That's what I'm going to do this time, right? Because I'm not trying to cook it. I just want to blanch it, right? So when it goes in with the boiling water, it's like poof. So you only need like 30 seconds, especially with the florets, right? And then the stalks, what I do is I just cut them into 4 after I do this. And I blanch the stalks first. That's so noisy, eh? They're talking a lot of what's happening in Israel and Gaza Strip. Just hold on a minute. Okay, so basically I haven't been wanting to do videos. It's just funky. People like a lot of, I don't know, fake shit. Or, the lily white perfection, whatever, right? Just whatever. It's just, I don't know. YouTube fucks with my head, eh? With their shadow banning, and I keep getting view counts on particular videos, and then they go down, they take them away, and then it's just like a lot of mind fuckery. I'm like so sick of it, right? I can't stand it anymore. I just can't. It's not worth it, Too much psychological warfare with that fucking website. And BitChute, well, it's kind of the same thing, right? You either gotta be a doom and gloomer, like all the time reporting, like Canadian Prepper, he's always reporting on doom and gloom to one degree or another, as he sells his promotional freeze-dried survival food and bug out bunker shit. He'd been saying the same shit for fucking years. Anyway, I guess everybody knows that there's a big kerfuffle going on up by Israel, Gaza. When I think of Israel, I think of the video that YouTube staff took down. And I'm like, well, what was I talking about in that video that mentioned the word Israel that they didn't freaking like? Because they sure enough took that down real freaking fast. And now Israel is being attacked. To which, as I watch YouTube documentaries or whatever from time to time, you know, the old English videos, right? Like, you know, when Britain had King Henry VIII and so on and so on and so on, and how those families used to go around warring with each other just to secure their title as king, or wanting to be king, or whatever, or queen, or whatever. And you know, how they plot and scheme to make their attacks, right? And in those days, there was no technology, people. So how the hell Israel got attacked to the degree that it did, you know, to me, it all seems like an ambush. Nobody's saying the word ambush. I'm sure they will now once I say it. For the ones that, you know, cruise the internet and watch other people's videos for little catchphrases or new information and then import it into their videos to make it look like, you know, they're all big and bad and they were the first ones to think about it, right? Because they're on top of their game, right? Just so that they can continue to fucking shadow ban me and ignore me and everything else, like whatever. And like I said, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of being YouTube's fucking bitch. Yeah, or anybody's bitch when it comes to the internet, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a joke. A real fucking joke. YouTube wants to pay the Roz Squad and Latrice Allen money to sit there and call each other down and make threats on each other because they're black women, and somehow that makes it okay, so that people like Julian Johnson's sister, Tamika Johnson, can continue with her stupid fucking antics because somehow it makes it okay, right? You know what I'm saying? Like poor, like completely poor role model shit, right? You know, and like got nothing to really fucking offer other than one big fucking bitch fest or a girl pissing contest, you know, in terms of, well, I'm, you know, my hair looks better than your hair. Like, fuck off. It's so stupid. People are starving. Yeah. Yeah, you don't think that this war up there, where's now, and that was an ambush. And when I think of the word ambush, people, I'm telling you, this is what I think about. Well, my family's just like with that Maui, Lahaina, with the fire that swept through as the cops were keeping them all in the downtown area, not letting them leave. And a whole bunch of people got fried in their freaking cars, okay? With documentation of energy weapons coming down from the sky to ignite that type of fire that was going through that freaking town. As they were plotting and scheming in the back room how to bring in their fucking smart city with their robotoids. Because you know that's what's going to be living there, is a bunch of fucking half-human / robotoids. As they're manufacturing more of their kind, people. Okay? Like, we're beyond science fiction now. Okay? So, you know, like, ambushed. I'm sorry, you can't have all this technology in this day and age and not see it coming. And not be prepared. Not warn the public. Not give the public the means to be able to protect themselves by allowing them to have their own ammunition, I guess you could say. Right? They set them up to be sitting fucking ducks, and they were completely blindsided. To which makes me think of my family, people, just like with the Maui fires. Like, they were fucking mocking all those people that lost their lives, lost their houses, lost their children, the so-called politician, the professional. This is why another reason I don't do videos, because I'm so fucking cynical, because I can see right through the stupid shit, and I'm so fucking fed up with it, and I don't understand how people can be so dumb, gullible, and retarded. I just don't. To allow it to happen, and to not stand up and make it stop, because it hasn't happened to enough of us yet. And that's where the ambush of my family comes in, people. Okay. Who did they ambush first? Sierra. It's always been about Sierra with the ambush. Started in the freaking, in that resource room with those rest of those little kids that had learning disability. Right? That was the beginning of the ambush of Sierra. Anyway, whatever. Dealt with all that shit. But then who was ambushed next? Andre. All of a sudden, plucked out of a freaking daycare. Made this family as a whole completely implode, treat us like freaking criminals, used and abused us so they could prop up their fucking budget with the provincial government and their portfolio as they were getting their bonuses by destroying a family, and turned Sierra into a monster when they kicked her out onto the streets in the middle of the winter, knowing that she'd go back to fucking heroin, only this time it wouldn't be smoking it, it would be injecting it, because they fucking made sure that their handlers out in the street injected her. And once they injected her, that was it. It was 8 years of a living hell until they lured her off to her death, and they fucking made money on that with their snuff movie, with their baby-faced cop, right, standing there guarding the door, waiting for the, did you get the stuff? Did you get the cell phone? I want to see too. Yeah, well, we know what happened behind that door because it was a fucking ambush. Huh? How about Uncle John? Right? They released the Surrey flu. Right? Right? It was killing 40 homeless people within a month off the streets. That's how bad it was. The kids were working at McDonald's, dealing with 1,000 homeless people every fucking shift, right? Because they had no place to go. So they caught it. Sierra caught it, brought it home. I got it. Everybody got it. Uncle John was the last one to get it. And because he was old, him and I made the right decision for him to go to non-emergency hospital just in the event of. And what did they do? They ambushed him. They medically fucking kidnapped him. They started drugging him up from the moment that he fucking got in there, and they spoke to his sister. Because when I got home, or I was home, right, and he went to the hospital, I phoned his mother. I told his mother, have somebody come and see John, just because I don't know. Oh yeah, no, they were sitting on that inheritance, people. And they were just waiting for him to fucking die. Or end up in the hospital so that sister can come in after 50 fucking years of ignoring him, saying, well, I'm his sister, and his wife left an inheritance, and Judy is this, and Judy is that, you know, accuse me of this, and accuse me of that, and I work for the government. I've been a nurse working for the provincial government for over 40 years, plus I'm the manager, people, to the provincial immunization program, so therefore, bitch, I don't care what bitch you are, you listen to me, because I'm the one sitting on the cash, and if you listen to me, I'm going to give you a little bonus, 5,000 here, 10,000 here, so that my brother could be medically kidnapped, so that I, Eleanor Gilding, could steal his money and destroy his family, as if we weren't already destroyed with the first 2 ambushes, Sierra and Andre. Then they went and ambushed John. By then, my kids were getting mentally damaged. Fucking right. I said, Shimei, why are you with Julian? He's a fucking drug dealer. You know, I'm fed up with it. You can't make no, you know, I just get on with life. He said, this. I said, Shimei, get rid of him. He's going to change. But just a little while longer. Oh, fuck, Shimei. What did he do? He fucking ambushed her. Him and his sister and the mother of those 3 of them, ambushed Shimei. And now all I can see is my dead daughter standing there with Uncle John holding out their hand, calling me people. Calling me people. But Shimei was ambushed. And what did the cops do? Nothing. They did absolutely fucking nothing. As a matter of fact, they went after Sierra. Okay. Because Sierra died after Shimei. Shimei died April 11th of 2018. Sierra was March 28th of 2020 with a fucking nasty ass, filthy, half-bred, who knows what it was, standing there posing as the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Because they started to investigate the criminal. No, they weren't investigating the criminal. They were all standing around on the inside fucking jacking off, people. That's what the fuck they did because they fucking ambushed Sierra. And what does my government do? Nothing. Because they encourage criminal activity, just like with what's going on right now up that way. I'm sorry. You can't have all that technology, be on the top of your fucking game, and not see it coming. Now, they allowed that to happen, people. Just like the government allows what happened to my family to happen. The only thing is, people are dumb. They'll just swallow the old okie dokie and take it for what it is. Well, the government said it was, we didn't see it coming, and we couldn't have stopped it, and we couldn't help you to protect yourself. Hell, we just had an emergency fucking warning, but nobody's seen it coming. Yeah, right. Whatever. It was a setup, people. It's like Uncle John said, there's big money in war. We got so many fucking warmongers walking among us, and it's not even funny. Because it's not just these politicians and these so-called leaders. I don't know what kind of fucking leaders they are, but I wouldn't call them a leader. But it's the Eleanor Gildings, it's the Dr. Bars that like to fucking harvest organs at public facilities with public tax dollars and then sell them on the black market to his fucking asshole friends. So he can run around in the neighborhood acting like he's all big and bad because he's got money and he drives a nice fucking stupid car, right? But at the end of the day, he's stealing from the public, and not only is he stealing from the public, but he's stealing from real human beings, okay? Because he's the instrument for those dead bodies to show up there. That's why they do nothing about the fentanyl out here. That's why they don't acknowledge the fact that people are being murdered, literally murdered with fentanyl, people. As soon as they got to start arresting people for murder, the bodies dry up. And then those Dr. Bars, the Eleanor Gildings and those kind, and the government, because that's what fuels the underground economy and makes it so that these Punjabis and whoever that are doing property development, as they kill everything in their fucking path before they do it, including the human beings. And it's just a different kind of ambush, that's all. That's all. You don't have to have a bomb go off in your fucking neighborhood in order to be ambushed. So, because YouTube doesn't like the things that I talk about, and I show you these things in a different kind of way by leading by example, not that I chose to be this type of fucking example, but this is what my government has provided to me and my family. YouTube just takes it upon themselves to shadow ban, take away subscribers, fucking bury me deep in their garbage, in their fucking garbage site, as they promote the Roz Squad, so people like Julian's sister can, whatever, or Latrice Allen, whatever. Fat fucking cow. You had your fucking chance to do something for your fucking country. And what did you do? All you did was think about your stupid self. Hell yeah. That's all you fucking did. Your day is coming. Yeah. Wait till your kids get fucking older. They're not going to be so easily to control and to manipulate so that you can, get views? And brag on about what a good fucking person and mother you are? Yeah, go away. Go away. Sorry excuse of a mother. Yeah. That's what YouTube promotes. Yeah. Stupid shit like that. So that's why I just don't waste my time. I've just been busy, just doing what I gotta do. Right? I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do this next year. Hell, I can't even, I couldn't even get a referral for my eyes. Because of the corruption. So yeah, whatever happened to those people who got ambushed because their government made it happen. Just like what happened to my family when it got ambushed. And it's still being ambushed in one way or another. Yeah. So when I find broccoli, where you get a little pile like this, 3 or 4 plus the stalk, the head on it, for $1.44, you know I'm buying it. Because you know in 2 months from now, it's going to be $5.99 a pound. Yeah. So, if I'm not doing that, I'm making grape syrup. Because I managed to get a few grapes by the grace of God. So I've been utilizing them. I still have a few more to go. I still have to finish up with those apples from the tree. I'm assuming that they're okay downstairs. Once they get in the fridge, they're usually pretty good. There might be one or two in there that is past its time, but as soon as I'm done the grapes, I'll be working on the apples and finishing up with those that came from the tree, right? I've been buying multiples of 10, whether it's canned corn. I just got 10 cans of a ham that I opened up one and I actually kind of liked it. And for what it was worth in terms of price, because it's pretty much the same price for those types of items all across the board, right? So for 10 cans of ham, it cost me $39. And because I like the actual ham itself, I will do that again. Because I don't trust our governments, people. I don't. There's, you know, too much shit going on in the world. They're leading up to this depopulation agenda. And, you know, they're using this kind of stuff as a distraction from the breakdown of the supply chains and that kind of stuff. Right? We've got too many immigrants coming into our countries that are not, what's the right word? They have their own agenda, coming in with their own racisms and their own backward thinking, their own, you know, they don't care who they hurt, many of them. They come for other reasons, not to make everybody, like, you know, live together and be happy. It's more like conquer and divide and destroy under the guise of that soft kill method. You know, smile up in your face, act like they're doing something great, when in fact that's not what they're doing. And that's what my videos show you. Right? Whether they're the homegrown Eleanors or whether they're the immigrants that are being brought in to take over everything. Because you know they are. Because they're getting the support from the federal government with their startup business costs, and you know they have already a network of, I guess you can say, sleeper cells of their criminals that have already made millions and millions of dollars running illegal body parts throughout the province for whatever reason that they're doing it, to which I think some of it does end up in the food chain. I do, because this is the type of people you're dealing with. If they're going to go as far as pillage bodies in hospitals and embalm them to hide that fact like they did with Shimei, well, there's nothing stopping them from doing stuff like that. Yeah. So that's just why I don't do videos right now, because it's all a joke. Life is a joke. It's one big sham, like Shimei would say. It's just one big sham. Yeah. I feel so sorry for the little babies coming up in the ranks. Yeah, my little grandchildren, any child really. You know, anyone that's having children, I feel so sorry for those children. The little 2, 3, 4-year-olds, or even the older ones, because I don't expect things to get better, that's for sure. And of course, for the ones that facilitate this stuff, of course, they're living for the moment, right? They got that cold cash, right? Eleanor Gilding, right? She got that cold cash. And that's just what she took from John. You don't know what she got paid for by robbing people in the healthcare system in terms of the elderly, right? Clearly she targeted the elderly. That was her own brother. She knew exactly what the fuck she was doing because she's done it before with somebody else. And she knew that the legislation, it didn't matter what the legislation was, whether it was a law, a statute, a fucking mandate, a rule. She knew that it was all mute. Criminal Code of Canada. She knew it. She knew it. She knew that the government condoned what she did. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised the government doesn't fucking hire them to do it, people. That's why I'm not doing videos, because that's the only stuff I think about. That's the only stuff I want to talk about when I say anything. Because like, what the hell is going on with this, just out of the blue. You can't see it coming. Why can't you see it coming? Why they spend all this money on military if they can't see it coming? Well, because they wanted it to happen. That's why the government doesn't stop what's happening to families like mine in terms of, they keep throwing it out of court because they don't want it to be on public record that their healthcare staff, especially the ones that like to do this on a provincial level and have seniority, are actual thieves and fraudsters and deserve to be in jail. Or they're Punjabi doctors, or they're doctors from the United Emirates, or from China, or from places like that, are illegally harvesting organs. They don't want that to get out. Because then they wouldn't have the funds to launder through the housing market to prop up their fake budget as they get rich off of the payout from that type of activity. So I just exist. I have nothing to look forward to. Nothing. Nothing that I can think of. No. The only thing I look forward to, people, is the day when I'm walking towards Uncle John, Auntie Shmay, and Sierra. Yeah. That's what I look forward to. And I tell God all the time, I don't ever want to come back. I've been here before. I know it for a fact. I know too many things in terms of just like when I was working out in the yard with that fucking whip on my back. How many times did I have that whip on my back? And for what purpose? To ambush me. Hoping I'd break. You were trying to break me. That's why. But when I was doing that crap out there, nobody ever showed me how to do it. I just knew how to do it. In terms of whatever I did a lot. Laying down, the bricks and everything, right? That's because I've been here before, that's why. Even this stuff. Just whatever it is. But the world is fake. People are fake. For the most part. Like the ruling class, even some of these street thugs, I guess you can say, they're fake too. A lot of people are fake. I don't have time for fakeness. I'm certainly not happy, so I'm not going to sit up there and be YouTube's bitch any more than I have to. And pretend that I'm happy. Just so I can get views. Being fake. So my advice to you, don't wait for things to get worse. Because it's going in that direction one way or another. Right? So if you find your broccoli for $44 a bunch, I'm $44, where did that come from? For $1.44 a bunch, I suggest you spend, well, I'm going to do it 3 times because I'm going to fill up a big jar here, at least. Maybe 4 times. Well, 1 more time after this for sure. This is my 2nd time. So we'll just say 15, 15, 35, and another 15, $45. But I plan on making cream of cauliflower soup over the winter or whatever. So I don't mind. Because I'm pretty sure come the next couple of months. Oh yeah, sure. Slice your thumb. Pay attention, Judy. Over the next couple of months, it's going to be expensive. And I don't know what happens if China starts going after Taiwan. Then what? The rice dries up from Taiwan? Is that what's going to happen? China wants Taiwan's rice. What do you think? Huh? Do you think Taiwan's going to be ambushed too? Right? I mean, they've been talking about it. That's what Canadian Prepper talks about. Shit like that. You know. What happens if North Korea decides to hell with it? We're taking out Japan. What do you think's going to happen? All right. As these politicians are bringing in their sleeper cells with the UN soldiers, I told you. Don't talk to me about this is legal immigration when we die and they thrive. No. That's nothing legal about any of that, people. Nothing. Right?
Oh, shoot.
So what I'm going to do, I'm debating whether I should show you or not. Might motivate you to do it for yourself, which I highly recommend. And the way you do it is you buy in multiples. That's the only way. Walmart's usually max of 10, depending on what the product is. Most of their products is a max of 10. But then you have to go back and order again. Go back and order again until you're completely satisfied with what you want. Right? So I will just show you, and I'm going to end this video because really my heart's not in for this, people. I used to be so motivated, so positive, tried to be a productive member in society, tried to be part of the solution, did whatever I did, right? You know, just whatever, and clearly I can see now I was ambushed right from the beginning. I just didn't see it at first. I mean, you never do, right? But I don't know what people expect in terms of, I think the meaning of life has changed. I think things are going to have to get real drastic in terms of when people do decide to fight back. They need to really see what it is that's on the inside of these things in order to fully understand what they're fighting. I don't know what that's going to take, but I do believe that there's going to come a time when people are going to get a real rude awakening. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the other half of what I've been doing. What's this?
Why?
I'm going to end this video. Yeah, hold on. See? So yeah, I'm just trying to keep a steady pace. This is sweet grape syrup. Yeah. See? That's the broccoli, the first batch. So the second batch, I'm going to try and order. So by the time the second batch is done, it will probably be about here. And then I'm going to order another batch. I'm going to try and do that before the sale is over. Right? Which will probably be tonight. I'll order them tonight, so get them tomorrow. And then start them the next day after these. I'm doing back to back to back, right? And then this will fill up. And then what will happen is I'll end up getting mason jars. Because I can vacuum seal mason jars, right? I've got some quart-sized mason jars. And then I'll take this and I'll divvy it up into mason jars. And then I'll vacuum seal and I'll put them in my room, and then they'll stay really fresh. Really, really fresh. And because they're vacuum sealed, oh, you don't have to worry about it for a long, long time. And I'm saving the seeds from the grapes. And I've got the skins from the grapes. Just same old stuff.